I got it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our bi-weekly community caucus where we go over the entire city council agenda, take questions, comments, and concerns as it relates to set items on the agenda. We do have people from Facebook tuned in. We do have people live on the Zoom link as well. And yeah, so we'll get right into it. We'll go through the first readings first. And as always, if anyone have any questions as it relates to the particular ordinance and or resolution that we're on, please feel free to chime in at any time. Those of you on Facebook, good morning, good morning. Please feel free to share this live because again, we just try to do everything in our power to make sure this information is being disseminated to as many people as possible. I know a lot of people because of job obligations, family obligations, and things like that. They can't tune in live, but the good thing is that they will always have access to it. They can go back and watch it. They can request the Zoom link and everything. And again, it's just goes to our commitment of being transparent and advocating for all of the residents of Ward F. So we'll get right into it, people. Where are we at? Um, the first read in ordinance is ordinance supplement 332, which is vehicles and traffic. Article 3, parking, standing, and stopping. Amending section 332-22, prohibiting parking at all times for Halleck Avenue. Halleck Avenue. So again, all of these first readings are introduced first, and then subsequently they go to the second readings. So where is this from? Oh, so it's from on Broadway North to the dead end. 3.2 is an ordinance, same thing, supplementing 332 vehicles and traffic. Parking restricted for street cleaning purposes on Smith Street. All right, these are pretty straightforward. These ordinance as it relates to 332 vehicles and traffic. And these right here, 3.3 is designating reserved parking spaces at various locations throughout the city for disabled parking. This is typical individuals as they age, they need to begin to get closer parking spaces to their dwellings. This is relatively straightforward. Again, 3.4 is an ordinance supplement 332 vehicles and traffic, amending it, parking prohibited at all times at the Soho Lofts, 273 16th Street, which is downtown in Ward E, I believe. Well, with the redistricting, it might be in Ward C, C or D. But that's downtown. And the next one, 3.6, is an ordinance of the Municipal Council of the City of Jersey City accepting the dedication of certain roadways, sidewalks, and utilities located on a portion of Regent Street between River and Douglas. Did I do? Oh, excuse me. All right, yeah, I'll go back to 3.5. Oh, that's a good one too. I don't want to skip that one. Lord Jesus. So that designate and that street, no parking at all times. In a portion of Regent Street between Liberty View and River Street and the Liberty Harbor North redevelopment area. I believe this is the new, this is the extended Ward F down here. Now, 3.5 is an ordinance of the Jersey City Municipal Council amending the Jersey City Land Development Ordinance, Chapter 345, Article 1, definitions, Article 3, Section 16, site plan review, and zoning official mapping. This right here, if you guys remember, we've been talking about the revamping of the R1 zone for some time now. They've done several community meetings as it relates to that, updated the land use ordinance for the definition of zoning. So it's a pretty compact document here. and they're going to be changing some things as it relates to the different type of dwellings that can go in said zoning. And this is the one for the R1, right, Erica?
Yeah, it looks like they're breaking up the R1 suggestion.
Oh, so we're not doing all of it at one.
Right.
Okay. These specifically referring to corner lots, it looks like.
And there was we did receive an email concerned about this change from a couple constituents. I'm going to look that email up because changing where the rear lot point is. Because not all corner lots are made the same.
Oh, yes.
Some are more narrow, some are wider. So this looks like it's saying your rear lot is what is parallel to the corner.
To the corner lot. Okay.
So I'm looking for those other emails because they want.
Okay. So yeah, those are pretty much all of the first readers. And for those of you who may be new to this, typically the ordinance have to go through a first reading, which is the introduction, and then they go through second reading. So this Tuesday and Thursday we'll have the caucus meeting and then the council meeting, because there's a holiday, Indigenous Peoples Day, on Monday. Thus the city will be closed, so we won't be holding a meeting. But I always encourage everyone to come to the council meetings, watch the council caucus meetings, because that's a time for us to listen to the rationale from each department director or the individuals or entity that's sponsoring said ordinance. Permitted. What's those? Oh, those are dwellings that they're affecting?
These are the examples. So this is the whole R1 change presentation.
But they're not speaking to all of it. They're speaking to certain stuff within there.
They changed the language, so it's unfamiliar, because the ordinance before, when they proposed it in first reading, it specifically said
R1, yes.
Suggestion. Now this is just speaking to a specific section.
A section, yeah. So that's what we have to get a little more clarity on. Are we still proceeding with the actual revamping of the R1, or are we taking this on a phase by phase basis? Okay. So yeah, those are all of your first readings. We're going to move to the second readings, and subsequently the second readings were all first readings on the last council meeting, or something may have been tabled and then it came back, but nonetheless they went through the same process. So with that being said, there are 4 second readings. No, 4.1. There are 3 second readings. 4.1 is a franchise ordinance granting permission to 331 Sip Avenue and its successors, and assigned to make private improvements consisted of upper floor projection over the public walkway. So franchise ordinance are essentially the city allowing developers to redo a portion of the property that belongs to the city. And typically we see this when new developments go up, because the developer or the entity own the actual plot of land and they don't own a sidewalk. So they need our permission. And for the most part, when we see these improvements in the public right of way, it's something that's good. So that's for 331 Sip Avenue LLC, which is at 331 Sip Avenue. 4.2 is an ordinance of the city of Jersey City and the county of Hudson, New Jersey, approving the execution of an amendment, of an amended and restated water service franchise and service agreement between the city of Jersey City and the MUA to increase the payments to the city. This is something we spoke about on the first meeting, and my stance was essentially, are we going to be increasing the amount of money that we're charging the residents for the water. As I understand it, they're saying that this is just the method that they're using. They're increasing the money that they're giving to the city. So again, we'll get more clarity. I know I do have some more questions. I had some questions last time, but ultimately, I just want to make sure that we're not charging regular residents more for water, because at the rate we're going, we're just like pushing people out with these outrageous taxes and water bills. So we'll get more clarity on that. I do have my notes set up for a plethora of questions on that. And 4.3 is an ordinance approving a tax exemption and authorizing a financial agreement regarding Lafayette Village pursuant to the Long's tax exemption. So they're asking for a tax abatement. And if you guys are familiar with the Lafayette Village, it's in or around, what is that, Grand Street, Fairview, down in that area. So they're looking to do a complete rehab of all of the units. The affordability, not, excuse me, the abatement from the first abatement, the term is set to expire, and they're seeking to rehab it, and they're asking for a tax abatement. But that dwelling right there. All righty. So yes, and also I'll be following along with that, but just know that that establishment will maintain being affordable, which is great, especially considering the amount of rents in Jersey City. Lord. So those are first readings. Anyone have any questions as it relates to those first readings? Now, no, excuse me, those are second readings. Those were the first and second readings. Now, this is how the city spends money, pretty much in a nutshell, via our resolutions, giving out contracts, paying lawsuits, a plethora of different things. I look at this section predominantly as how the city spends its money. And again, this document is online. It's available for the public. Please visit Everything Ward F, as you will see everything that relates to Everything Ward F on there. We have a lot of links as it relates to reporting an issue, volunteering, finding a block association, parking enforcement, landlord tenant, senior affairs. We've really done like a great job, and we've really done our due diligence in creating this website. It's for you. You can sign up to receive our news week. Again, all of this is for the people of Ward F. We're trying to maintain connectivity, transparency, and effective advocacy for the entire ward. So please go on there. Please, if you have any questions and comments or concerns as it relates to what's going on in the ward, we disseminate this information periodically, daily, because we want everyone to be informed. Now, I need the community to do their part by going to these websites, sharing this information with their people, disseminate this information through people on their block. It's extremely important, because it's hard for me as a council person, especially seeing the way Ward F was cut. It's hard for me to essentially give one-on-one detailed information to people about the same exact thing when we can go right here and just find all of that stuff in a nutshell. So that is extremely important. Moving right along to these first readings, excuse me, resolutions.
Excuse me, Councilman, I'm sorry, really quickly, on the tax abatement, the last tax abatement that you spoke about, how many years is it?
It's going to be 30, I want to say, because it's to, yeah, which 52. It's going to be up in 52.
Okay, and how many units? I'm sorry.
It's about 124 mixed-use units.
Okay, and it's affordable. Okay,
Yeah.
20% or 10% or?
No, I think it's the whole dwelling is affordable.
77.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Okay.
no, it's, wait up. 60% of yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's broken down.
Okay,
Upon
okay,
completion of the renovation, the mixed unit would include 77 public housing RAD units, then 31 affordable units, up to 60% of the area
okay,
median income. So it's only 16 market rate units out of the 144, basically, or the 124, excuse me.
okay. Yeah, we need more projects like that. All right, thanks.
Oh my goodness, if we can find a way to duplicate this level of affordability, then we're winning. Well, we're not necessarily winning, we're putting a dent in the affordable housing prices. I believe that. So that'd be great. 10.1 is a resolution of the City of Jersey City Municipal Council in support of the State Assembly Bill A1515, which will allow municipalities to establish civilian complaint review boards. And this is something that I think is good. We're essentially saying that we believe that they should pass this bill in assembly. We believe that we should have a strong CCRB board with, hold on, investigative powers cannot conflict with the existing laws and therefore seek to have any subpoena powers more.
Currently.
Well, that's currently, it doesn't have any subpoena power. So it's not really,
Assembly that
will have it. Yeah, so that's what we want. We want to grant our local CCRB boards subpoena power, the ability to call forth witnesses to testify when in a case of police misconduct or whatever that is. But the important thing is, like, we need that subpoena power, because without that is essentially it's yeah. So that's that 10.1. I think that's a great step in the right direction. 10.2 is a resolution in support Senator Kristen bill. What's this bill? I didn't see this one. 1008, the Representative Torres bill 118 HR. Oh, this is for the lithium batteries, right? For the Consumers Product Safety Commission. Yes. Yes. I think this is a good idea too. Okay, so this is something else we want to support that bill as well as it goes through the state. Now, 10.3 is a resolution designating Terhune Ave between Fowler Avenue and John F. Kennedy Boulevard as General Edward Daly Way in honor of General Edward Daly. 10.4 is a resolution of the City Council supporting the Jersey City Free Public Library Board of Trustees action to not restrict access to libraries' collections. 10.5 is a resolution authorizing the transfer of various purchased furniture to the Jersey City Public Library. 10.6 is a resolution commemorating Sean J. Gallagher for his 30 years of service for the city of Jersey City. Oh, Sean been with the city for 30 years? Wow. Good. I won't be here for 30 years, people. I'm telling y'all that now. 10.7 is a resolution authorizing the use of a competitive contract to procure and consult to prepare a comprehensive for management employee, a comprehensive compensation plan for management employees. 10.8 is a resolution ratifying award of contract. With this law firm, what is this? Jacobs Alfari to provide advice and counsel on personal and internal best practices. Oh, personnel, excuse me. 10.9 is a resolution approving a nomination of Sanchez to fill the assistant municipal prosecutor vacancy. 10.10 is a resolution amending Resolution 23-451 approved on June 14, 2023, authorizing the city to apply and accept a grant. What are they amending it? It's from one amount to, is something was wrong? Whereas the state police department to receive award for safe and secure community grants in the amount of, well, what is they changing though? Hold on. Amending resolution dated. Yeah, we have to see what, well, it's a grant, so we hoping that they're gonna give us more money. But what, we, are we going from one amount to another amount, or is that 108 to for something? Cause I see the 108.
Different formatting, so this must be the change, they just added this.
Oh, wait up, cause yeah, I see right here, cause up here it says, have everything the same until right here it says to be utilized for partially paid salaries of 8 officers. Right here, it just says for safety funding. So I don't know if that, yeah, we gotta get clarity on exactly what they're amending, and what they're changing. Let's get a little walk in here.
So we had 829, what happened to the 1,000? So we had 1,000 police officers. We have 800.
Yeah, I think when they was referring at 1,000, they were talking about officers that were, I guess, how is it? It's like they're on the book, but they're on leave until they retire type of thing. All right, so that's 10, where were we at? 11, 12. A resolution to award of authorizing award of contract to Lawman Supply for the purchase and delivery of ammunition under the New Jersey contract for the Department of Public Safety, Division of Police.
No,
Well, they need ammunition.
I know. Just
1012, a resolution authorizing award of contract to Safeway INC for the maintenance and repair service for radios throughout. And this is for who? Division of Communication and Technology. How much is that? 100. Righty. 1013. 1013 is a resolution authorizing the purchase agent to sell various vehicles at the public auction. 1014 is a resolution authorizing award of contract for the purchase of security equipment maintenance for various city locations for the Department of Public Works, Division of Building and Street Maintenances. 1015, these are my favorite resolutions. A resolution authorizing the business administrator to execute a discharge of mortgage for 39 Wegman Park. 1016 is a resolution authorizing a third amendment of licenses and access agreement with Honeywell International to perform environmental investigation and remediation activities on certain chromium contaminated sites within Jersey City. I just hope they hurry up and clean this place up.
I have a question. I'm sorry, I have a question about that. Is there a list of the sites
Yeah,
attached to the, okay.
yeah,
All right, and I can find that with the agenda, right?
right online. Yeah, all of them.
Okay. All right, thanks.
That was, which one was that? 16. 17 is a resolution authorizing the City of Jersey City Department of Recreation to accept a donation from Hamilton Park in the amount of $5,284.92 to cover the cost of a replacement slide at the Hamilton Park Playground. Okay. 1018 is a resolution authorizing the City of Jersey City Department of Recreation and Youth Development to donate a white. So, I mean, I don't. So here, so here, what we're doing is we're donating one of our vans to PAL. Now, I guess my only issue here is PL is a nonprofit which does great work. My only issue here is that there are other nonprofits that need vans too. So do we get in the business of get like how do we decide which nonprofits get these things? Because people are going to be asking, well, if y'all gave them this and we've been doing X, Y, and Z, can we get like so that's really my only issue here. So how do we come to this decision? I don't know. I don't know. I just have to ask those questions because I know there are a lot of organizations that's doing great work out here. And I just don't want to get in an instance where it look like we're giving certain entities things and not other entities and stuff like that. I mean, granted, they all need them. I know that they do great work. I'm not, looking over that fact, but I'm just saying in all fairness to all of the nonprofits. Because everyone is always looking for vehicles to get kids from point A to point B. I actually would like to see all of the old vehicles when the city stopped using them instead of sending them to auction to donate them to nonprofits.
They even said we don't pay on the
Exactly, they don't.
cost for
I mean,
maintaining
yeah, so
and
give them
storing.
to a nonprofit and let them see what they can do with it. 1019 is a resolution authorizing award of contract to Persistent Construction. Oh, this is for the reservoir. 1020 is a resolution ratifying award of professional service agreement with a law firm to provide legal advice and counsel in regard to various employment-related investigations. 1021 is a resolution ratifying award of contracts of a service agreement for Coughlin to provide legal advice and counsel in regards to JCSA SOE double time and contract negotiations. 10.22 is a resolution authorizing amendment to a contract with the law firm Ronald P. Mondello PC for providing legal services for the city of Jersey City Cannabis Control Board. And 1023, 1024, and 1025 are all resolutions providing local support. One for Benedict Supply, one for Farms, City Farms, and these are all dispensaries, marijuana dispensaries, providing local support. And 1026 is a resolution authorizing the payment of claims submitted by a law firm, Albert Metz and Ortiz for providing legal services to Jersey City Ethical Standards Board. 1027 is a resolution authorizing the ratification of a professional service agreement with Shorning Edward to provide legal services agreement regarding the collection and spending of development fees. And then 1027, excuse me, that was 1027. 1028 is a resolution appointing Beltram as a part-time judge of the city of Jersey City in municipal court. So that is all of our resolutions right there. Do anyone have any questions, comments, and concerns as it relates to this? And if we don't, do anyone have any questions, comments, and concerns as it relates to anything else in the ward?
Councilman, so a few of those resolutions, seems to be paying contracts, paying these law firms. What what exactly does corporate counsel do?
As I understand it, corporation counsel focus specifically on in-house matters, and then they determine, does it make sense to bring in other attorneys? I do understand the dynamics of certain certain, I guess, certain areas of law. So you maybe our finance team don't have the capacity to engage in negotiation as it relates to specific things like contract, or maybe our office don't have the financial, or not the financial capacity, the capacity to represent the city in actual lawsuits. So the rationale or the explanation we've got behind, because that was one of the first questions I asked, well, what is legal there and what is their team there for? So the head of the law department is the corporation counsel, who supervise 15 assistant corporation counsels, and 14 municipal prosecutors and staff. So I know personally, I think that as a council, we should have our own legal representation. So for those of you who don't know, well, we have all of them pretty much, all of the resolutions and first readings. We consult with legal to make sure we're presenting legislation that's permissible based on the New Jersey guidelines, based on the statute. So we rely on them for that. We rely on them for their expertise as it relates to negotiations with properties and things going in and things going out. So there are a plethora of things that we rely on in-house legal counsel for. And again, their position on them hiring law firms is because it makes more financial sense, and it's better because that law firm may have a different set of expertise in that area. Like we may have a lawsuit as it relates to racial discrimination or something like that. And those guys that's on corporation counsel may not be savvy in that area. So law is real broad. You have, criminal law, you have civil law, you have the law against discrimination. Like there's so many different sectors of the law. So that's what it is as relates to that. Do anyone else have any let's see somebody on, let me see, on Facebook. I can see the comments, but I can't see the comments. Okay. Yeah, someone asked with regards to a job or something. Oh, okay. What about jobs that are supposed to be out there for the MA? Oh, so you're talking to who is this? Melissa Walker, Erica Walker's sister, is asking about re-entry jobs. The re-entry jobs goes through re-entry. At one point, we did have the re-entry located here in Jersey City, but that's no longer the case. We don't, like, the city don't manage it, but I believe the county doing. There's also a link on our website that speaks to services for that demographic as well. So with that being said, let me see if there are any other questions on here. Yes, I put something up there also. Okay. So again, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in. Like I said, people, please try to share the website. Please try to go over the agenda. Just try to understand the nuances of how public office work. And I'm a humble believer that once we understand more about legislation and how public office work, we can begin to hold all of our elected officials more accountable. It's easy for you to say that an elected official should be doing something, but if you don't know what their functions are, if you don't know what their job titles are, then it's like your concerns are kind of falling on deaf ears, because you may be asking something of us that's not within, our ability to do or within our expertise to do, or in some cases, if it's not within none of that, then that council person or elected official may not even be willing to indulge in it. So again, Jump for Jerry, Jerry Day is Saturday, October 14th at the Jersey City Armory. Yes, please, go out to that as well. And again, all of that stuff is on our website, is in our news week. We've been sharing it. Follow us on all social media platforms. And with that being said, be great on purpose, good people. I hope to see you out there on Tuesday and Thursday, or out just out in the community. Thank you and have a nice day.